Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest developing stories. We begin with this injury update on Robert Lewandowski as the Barcelona striker is 100% fit and is set to start against Real Sociedad this upcoming weekend. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca will pay close attention to this 16-year-old La Masia gem for the first team. Who is he? We are going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. The repeated and tiresome infliction of injuries has proven to be a significant roadblock for Barcelona throughout the ongoing season. Key players have been obliged to spend time recovering on the sidelines, as the absence of important players have previously cast a shadow over the Catalans' ambitions domestically. Robert Lewandowski was one of the many victims to fall prey into injuries, with the Polish talisman being taken off during Barcelona's encounter with FC Porto in the Champions League. The injury saw Lewandowski miss Barcelona's next three games. An appearance off the bench in the recently played Clasico finally allowed him to regain some match fitness. Now, according to Sport, Lewandowski is 100% ready and will be a starter against Real Sociedad this coming Saturday. While the veteran striker gains, some play time towards the end of the clash against Real Madrid, he was unable to feature in the starting 11 due to the risk of a relapse. Now that he's declared fully fit, a starting position versus La Real is anticipated. Lewandowski has enjoyed a solid season thus far, having recorded 10 goals and assists with Barcelona in all competitions thus far. His presence as the focal number 9 has been key for Barcelona, especially with the inclusion of Joao Felix, allowing the pole to be situated higher up the field where he is most influential. Following Barca's first defeat of the season, the game against Real Sociedad holds innate weight for Xavi, and therefore, having his main striker at his disposal induces optimism ahead of the big clash. Optimism indeed. Of course, it is a big boost to hear that Lewandowski is declared 100% fit and available. Of course, the game against Sociedad will not be an easy game by any means. After the disappointing loss against Real Madrid last weekend, it is quite important that Barca needs to bounce back. We are already 4 points adrift. In just match day 11, 4 points adrift. Of course, Real and Girona are topping the charts. I think Atletico have already gone ahead of us, with a point gap now. So Barca are fourth place. That doesn't reflect us at all. At all. We are the defending champions. We have not started well. Yes, it might be the first defeat that we suffered that last weekend, but of course, it wasn't a defeat where you can say, look, yes, we played well, we played with a fight, but we had a loss. So that would not be an easy game, and of course, Barca fans will be expecting Xavi to do all he can in order to ensure that the team bounces back that Saturday it will be very, very important. Of course, considering the form that Real Sociedad is also currently, it is never going to be an easy game. So if we are having Robert Lewandowski back in action, I think it should be a big boost for us. Lewandowski have always been a key player in our team since he joined the club last year. Even though he has not started that brightly so far this term, he still remains a key cog in Xavi's setup. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes for Barcelona. The other players like Pedri, Frankie de Jong, nothing have been said so far if they will feature fully in the game against Sociedad. Of course, I think in the coming days, we are going to be getting the latest developments on the other injured players. Of course, we need them back as soon as possible, as important games come thick and fast, and we need to start getting those results ASAP. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. The search for a world-class pivot at FC Barcelona continues after the void left by Sergio Busquets starts to become more and more apparent. Having signed Romeo as a stopgap solution in that defensive midfield role, many are soon starting to see that while the veteran does bring a few positives to the team, his ability is very, very limited and not suited to Barcelona's longer term needs. Under Xavi, the mission has been clear: keep the faith in the young stars to usher in a new era of success and re-establish Barcelona's identity through its strongest pillar, which is La Masia. After Lamine Yamal's incredible breakthrough into the first team, it seems like there is an air of confidence about the young stars that proves the statement: if they are good enough, they are old enough. And now there may be another terrific teenager on the brink of his first team debut by the name of Mark Bennal, according to reports of Sport. Earlier this year, Bennal was tied down to a new deal with the club and has been developing exponentially under Rafa Marquez. Bennal didn't look set to play such an important role for Barca Athletic this season, with the likes of Casado, Alex Garrido, Noah Davies in the squad. However, he is very sharp-minded midfielder who knows how to interpret the game well, with good shooting ability to complement it. And of course, standing at 1.9 meters tall can also make a difference physically when it develops fully. The 16-year-old now arrives at the Under 17 World Cup with a lot of promise, and the Barcelona senior staff will be keeping a close eye on him to see how he does. Apparently, Barcelona's sporting director Deco sees immense potential within the player and tips him to be a long-term star for the first team in the youth-centric project. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.